Alright, looks like everything's working. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Just want to make sure everything is up and running. Looks like it is. Oh, I'm running around today. I got home from work at like 1:15 and now it's 2. Oh. Hi Maggie, how you doing? But I've got a whole bunch of little tiny things to work on today. Bunch of different little random things. Oh, I need to grab my UV resin. Just a second. Oh, I'll need that. Thanks, I like this shirt. It's like kind of thicker, which is kind of nice. I have no idea where I got it. So, we're kind of working on a bunch of miscellaneous dice today. I've got a couple of commissions I'm going to work on as well. But the plan is, I'll probably end up having to go over this again if more people show up. So, the plan is I want to do a bunch of just miscellaneous dice. So I'm going to make just a bunch of miscellaneous resin. And we're going to turn that into some dice. All sorts of different dice. I do want to do, I think, more kind of like pastel rainbowy ones. So I have 6 little cups over here, and I think we're just going to do, you know, all the way from red to purple, maybe pink as well. So let's figure those out first, is the colors we want for that. I think I'll grab the red ink, or ink instead of pigment. Got red. Should do that one or this one. Those are very similar. I'm gonna grab the yellow. Oh, here's the orange. I'll grab that one. So we're gonna do, I want to do like some pastel ones. I kind of grabbed 2 different sets. I was thinking of doing like all the pastel colors and then doing all like darker colors, either translucent or opaque, I'm not sure. I haven't decided yet. My day's going well. I had work this morning, so it's been a busy day. They asked if I could come in because apparently other people were out. So that's why things got pushed back a little bit. Usually I stream. This one? What's the resin pigment? Golden yellow. Here's my golden yellow. Yeah, normally I'd start the stream a little bit earlier, but I got off work, I came home, I had a thing of yogurt, and then I'm here. So I got home I got it home at like 1:15. So red, orange, yellow, green. Should I go for, I think that green. Mojito. That's this one over here. Red, orange, yellow, green. Blue. This one. With a blueberry. Where's my blueberry? There's my blueberry. Green, blue, purple. Well, we'll do the violet. That's the good one. So I have a couple of commissions I'm gonna, that's lavender, that's not violet. Great. Violet. So I've got a couple of commissions that I'm gonna work on today as well. I've got one liquid core and I'm redoing the caramel one again. So I made this caramel color dye, and actually I'm starting to like this color more and more, but I wanted to try and make this again, but just a little bit more yellow. And I've had so much trouble. The problem is that I've made them too dark. I poured a couple of more, and they're just a little bit too dark, so I'm going to try it one more time, see if I can get it just a slight bit more yellow than this. And then I have a different D20 that's going to be a liquid core. I think I mentioned that. So we'll do that as well. That one, actually, let me grab one of these for that because I want to do like a gray color. I want to do like a gray color. Which black do I want to use? So for kind of like a medium gray color, I'm going to use some black alcohol ink. That's maybe a little bit blue, so maybe not that one. That one's a little bit more purple. I think I have one other translucent black somewhere here. Oh, I think I want to do this one. I think I want to do the resin pigment. I want to use this one, I think, to get the gray. A bit warmer toned. Because I've got, yeah, one of them's a little bit more bluish, one's a little bit more purple, one's a little bit more orangish almost. I think I'm going to go slightly more orangish, so I'll use that one. Okay. So I was saying before, let me set these on. I'll have one for pink as well. We'll do a pink. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do this one. We'll do that one. I want to figure out some other different colors and things. So that's where I want some ideas from people. Like, I think maybe it might be cool to do some sort of dark color with some of the like multi-chrome flakes in it for one of the things of resin. I just want to do a whole bunch of different kinds of resin for all of those. To make a nice wide variety of dice. Let's see here. Got those two commissions. Maybe I should get that liquid core made now. Just like, let me move some stuff so I have a little bit more room. But yeah, it's a little bit of an experiment day just to try things, see how it goes. Won't be that much help. That's fine. I'll just do some stuff. Ooh, see how it goes. Yeah, I want to do a multi-chrome in one of these, I think. I feel like I use this one the least, so maybe we'll use this one. Yeah, I feel like I use this one the least. It's kind of like, it's 11 p.m. Yeah, it's a little bit late. I'll do this one that kind of goes all the way from like green to pink. We'll do something with that. Maybe in some like black resin with some other stuff. I could do a little bit of shimmer, maybe, or some foil. Maybe I'll do it with that and then some foil. Should I do it with copper? I don't know. It might be kind of weird, but it might be kind of cool. I'm gonna try it. You know, this is an experiment day. We're gonna try a little bit of that with a little bit of that, and then we'll do some black resin, and then I think I'm gonna do something kind of like, I'm gonna grab the D20 I'm thinking of. I think I'm gonna try doing something kind of like this D20, where I kind of put it in one end and then I put a whole bunch of clear, and it kind of has a cool effect where it just like travels up the sides. So I think maybe I'm going to try doing that. I think that'll be cool. Might as well. Let's see here. I also have a couple of D12s that I need to get finished for the advent calendars, because I need to finish the advent calendars. I need to pour, I have a few dice that I need to pour for the advent calendar still. I'm starting to sand things, but I have a few sets that I need to pour still. But sneak peek here. I made some blanks that are filled with orange peel and cloves. I'm trying to decide whether I should put them in like half clear, half sort of light brown resin, kind of like tea, or if I should just do them clear. I might just do them clear, because I think they're pretty as is. I like how they turned out. We'll just do those in clear. This might get put off. Boom, 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 boom. So I've got those I need to do. I have some keychains. I poured half of them already, but I need to do the other half. I'm gonna do some resin in like kind of a brightish opaque yellow and one kind of like a brightish opaque pink is the plan, and we'll kind of mix it up in there. Which actually I should figure out what colors I want. Do I want to just use the opaque colors that I make? Maybe I'll just use the opaque colors that I make. I might as well. What did I, okay. I might as well just use those rainbowy colors that I make. I don't think we're actually gonna need all of these. Let's do like 3 more. Come up with some resins to put together. We could just do some sort of like sparkly, shimmery color. I could just do, and we could just do some sort of sparkly, shimmery color. That might be good. Don't know which one we should do though. We could go more subtle. This was just clear with like a subtle. What colors do I have a lot of? Where's the purple? Oh, it is purple. How about, I really like that color. I really like this color. Why don't we just do a couple that are just these colors? Phthalo blue and then the interference violet. And then let's see, what should the last one be? It could be a mix of things. We could do something with some, it could just be clear with gold foil in it. Just do clear with gold foil. Maybe gold foil and iridescent flakes. We'll just do a clear with gold foil and iridescent flakes. That's a good one. That's always a classic. Cool, I can get these out of the way now. Okay, this might be a little bit loud. So I think the first thing I want to do is start getting the liquid core put together. So let's start with that. I have my camera here because I've been filming all of the commissions that I do, and this is a commission. So hopefully this won't be in the way too much. I'm going to try and make it so that we can see it both on the stream and on the camera. So if it gets in your way, I think that'll work out. I think that works out fine. So I need to mix up the liquid stuff for the inside of the this could go poorly. Alright. That. We need some glycerin. So for this one, the liquid core, I need to decide what I want to put on the inside of it. I have some colors. I have some colors that I'm working with. But I need to decide which glitters I want to use. So the idea is we're going to do kind of a fiery inside with some orange mica. And then red and gold glitter. So there's that. That's all made. I'll stir that up there. So I'm worried that this orange is maybe a little bit too yellowish. It's kind of an orange yellow. I don't have it. I have this orange. I'm worried that this one's, maybe I should make, I'm gonna mix those two oranges. Because I feel like this one's too red, this one's too yellow. I want somewhere in the middle. So we're gonna mix those two oranges. But it's the glitters that I'm actually not sure on. So we want to do gold glitter and we want to do red glitter. And I've got some options. It's kind of hopeful that the person that this is for might show up. Because I've got some options for the red and the gold glitter. So I'm not sure, like, maybe not this red one. But I'm not quite sure on the size of the glitter. If we want to do it all the same size of glitter, or if we want to have some variation. Oh, you are here! Excellent! I can ask questions. I've got options for glitter. So I think I'm going to mix these two colors together to get the orange that I want. This one's just a little bit too peachy and this one's a little bit too yellow. But for the glitter, gold, gold, gold. I've got like really fine kind of cooler tone gold and then fine warmer tone gold. I'm kind of leaning towards maybe a mix of the two a little bit. And then I have like slightly bigger gold glitter. Oops. It's just a little bit bigger. Like, I'm always a fan of just mixing as many things as possible, but maybe not. I think not that one for the red. I have kind of a similar thing going on here with the red, where I have one that's really fine and one that's a little bit chunkier. I also, for the red, have this glitter, which is quite a bit bigger. There's some littler pieces in there. So, okay, so finer ones you're thinking? So like these two finer ones. Maybe not the bigger pieces though, the slightly bigger glitter. I like those gold ones. Yes. So for the red, we've got kind of 3 different size options, and we can do a combination of them all. I almost think, yeah, so these the big ones, the big red ones, those will definitely peek through just a little bit, I think, which would be cool. That'll be kind of nice because then I like the variation. I feel like the variation will be nice and help keep the different colors a little bit more distinct. Yeah! Like sparks. Perfect. We can start putting this together then. Again, okay. Where is my, here's my thing. Need something to grab some of the mica powder with. Alright. Again, I'm gonna have my camera here, so if it's in the way, shout at me in the comments. But we're gonna put together the liquid core. I'm going to move this closer because that's so far away. Yeah, that's fine. Should be able to see. Cool. So it doesn't actually take all that much to put the color in there. I kind of, actually, I don't mind this orange. This orange isn't bad. Oh wait, you know what I should use? Wait, I have a different orange that would be perfect for this. What am I thinking? I know why I didn't think of it. It's because it's in this bag. It's in a completely different container, but we're going to use some of this orange. This will be perfect. This one's like a true orange color. I just find the bags really annoying to navigate. I'm gonna put a little bit more. I'm gonna put a little bit more. Okay, maybe not that much. That's a little bit too much. But I like this orange better. This one's more of a true orange color. Where am I setting this? Oh no, I've run out of space. There we go. Cool. And then we can add our glitter. I don't think I need a ton of the glitter. I use Art and Glow. It's a little bit thicker. It's kind of a honey consistency. So, I mean, I know some people like thinner resins, some people like thicker resins. Personal preferences there, but I like it. It works well for the sort of designs that I want to do. And it's not super expensive like some resins are. Alright, and then we're going to add a few of the big red flakes. Ah. I got like none of those in there. Just a second. I didn't get any of the little tiny ones either. There's some like smaller ones in there. I kind of want to add a few of those. Let's see if I can get a few of the smaller ones. They're all at the bottom. Alright, there we go. You know I'm gonna, oh, yeah, it's probably gonna be, if it's the Hades one, it's probably gonna be January. Let me show this to the camera. So I have video footage. So now let's add some liquid here. I'll show this camera too. I finally, so I've been trying to figure out what months I want to skip because it was recommended to me, and I was like, this seems like a good plan to just have a shop release every other month instead of every month like I've been doing. Because for those that don't know, I started a part-time job, and it means that I have 20 less hours in the week to work on this stuff. And so I've been falling a little bit behind on the monthly shop updates. So I'm gonna do it every other month, but I've been so busy. No, that's not the word I was looking for. I wasn't sure where to put it because I have dice that I specifically wanted to do for October, and then I had a bunch of, I'm making some dice advent calendars, which I wanted to have in the shop in November so that they can get shipped out before December. And I was like, okay, and I guess I should probably make December dice. I've decided I'm just going to skip December. There's not going to be a shop update in December. I'm doing a shop update in January instead, which is probably a terrible idea on my part for people that want to do their Christmas shopping or whatever, but last minute Christmas shopping. Yeah, I hate being behind on things. And then things are busy. I do feel a little bit bad because I feel like I've gotten a little bit slower on commissions too, just because it's like I'm pouring resin once, maybe twice a week now. Tea. So it might be a few days until I get to pouring people's things, which is why I'm pouring this one today, because I was like, I can't do that next weekend. I'm out of town next weekend at a convention. So I guess we're doing it tomorrow. But let's see, let's add our liquid. I'll put this over here. We'll see how this works. Gotta get all those different camera angles. This one I'll probably want to cut around a whole bunch because it's gonna be fiery. I'll have to figure out some fiery music. Ah, I'm knocking things over here. Okay, let's put that where we can all see it. I think I do want to stir this up a little bit. Yeah, it's funny because I kind of added a whole bunch of work for myself at the same time that I got the part-time job, because I kind of started doing the YouTube videos around the same time. So it's just like, yay, I have less time. I'm gonna add in doing YouTube videos. Why did I do this to myself? But I have been enjoying the YouTube videos. I need to figure out what I'm doing with the Minecraft ones, because they've kind of taken a back burner just because I've been so busy. I haven't had time to both edit and record. I could edit or I could record. It's like I've got one day a week to work on Minecraft stuff. I don't have enough time to do both of those things. All of this glitter wants to hang out at the top, which is not where I want it. I'm making a mess. Okay, come on. Come on, glitter. You can do it. Go into the water. I'm just trying to, it's like all floating at the moment. It's on because it doesn't want to go with the surface tension. So I just need to get all of that to go into the thing. Come on. This happens sometimes, I've found, where all of the glitter and the mica and stuff just wants to hang out on top of the water instead of getting mixed in. It's always annoying, but alas, just something that happens often. So I'm just going to have to clean this up. Hey, glad you could join us. I am attempting to make a liquid core at the moment, and it is working against me. All of my mica powder and stuff is decided that it wants to hang out at the top of the liquid instead of inside of the liquid where it's supposed to be. Let me clean this off. I need to grab a new rad. But yes, welcome, Raymond. Do you do resin stuff yourself? Once I actually get the lid on and stuff, I can shake it and it'll all get mixed in, but it just wants to be difficult. Problem is, I don't want all of the glitter to just be stuck at the top here. Go away, glitter. I don't want you here. Now, go away. You're not wanted. You're not wanted at the surface. Go, mix in. Just got into it. You'd rather watch other people make cool stuff. Fair, fair. Where did all of my liquid just go? Is there a bubble in there? Yeah, I always keep, what kind of liquid core are you making? It's got mica powder and some glitter of various sizes in it. I will show it off once I actually get it all Fireball whiskey inside. Oh man, that'd be kind of fun. Would I get in trouble for trying to ship alcohol overseas, even though it's encased in resin and there's not really a way for you to get it out? I don't know. I'd probably want to double check that. I don't want to get in trouble with customs. feel like that would be not fun. Alright, let me... I need to get this all put together, and then I'll show it off. And then, to be fair, if we don't like it, we can always make a new one. I'm working on a well, I've pretty much finished the video. It's a little bit messy, but I'm working on it. A video of like how to do commissions. Yeah, it's a little bit of a messy video. I'm just hoping I'm getting all the information in there. But I'm just thinking of part of it is just like, just check in with people as you go in case you want to, you know, change things. It's easier to change things early. This is one of those moments where it's just like, let's see how this liquid core turns out, and if we don't like it, we will make a new one. I just worry that all the glitter is going to end up stuck at one end. We'll see though. I'm hoping not. No. I'm knocking things over here with my tea. It'll probably be fine though. If you just joined and you're curious about the camera here, I film all of the commissions that I make so that I can make little YouTube videos of them to send to the people that got them. So I'm both filming it and streaming it. Let me see here. Let me cook that one more time. So the other stuff that we're working on today is just a bunch of random dice. I'm trying to get just a bunch of miscellaneous dice made because I'm going to a convention next weekend. So in a week, I won't be streaming next weekend because I'm going to be at a convention. And one of the things that I've started doing at in-person events is just having a tray filled with miscellaneous dice that people can dig through and pull random raw dice out of and purchase them individually. And I want to get some more stuff made to go in there, just because I think that's really fun. I want the tray to be filled with miscellaneous dice. But we have a couple of commissions here we're working on as well. So let's see how this is looking. Is it leaking at all? Can't tell if it's leaking at all. There's a whole bunch of glitter that has ended up in the... I don't think so, actually. I think it's fine. All right, let me shake this up and we'll see how... something's still a little bit damp. Okay, let's see if we can get it to... Yeah, see, we got some of the glitter ended up at this end, but there's those little pieces of red and stuff in there. I almost feel like we could have put more of the red glitter in. I almost feel like I could use more of the red and the gold, since it's overpowered by the orange a little bit. I don't know. What do you think? I think want to... Yeah, I'm going to turn this off for a second. Sorry, I thought it was maybe the smaller glitter instead of the red. That's fair. That's fair. Alright, let's try that instead then. Like I said, it's easier to start over with that step now before we actually pour the resin. Let me grab another sphere. More fun again. Okay. We'll try it again. Alright, so I do think that the two golds were nice. I think that was the... You think that was the right orange? I think that was the right orange. And then let's do some of the finer red. Do you think the medium red or the fine red, Ashley? Maybe just the fine red. Just do all of the fine glitters with the orange. Well, I can start with the orange at any rate, because I know that we want to do the orange. Let me move this water out of the way, though. The fine red? Fine. Alright. Okay, cool. We'll do the fine glitter on both of those then. Ooh. My hands are so shaky, I want to get the mica in there. There we go. I got most of it in there. Yeah, fine red. Excellent. Sounds good. Okay, cool. We got the orange. You know, I have a ton. No, too big. It's too big. You had a good idea there, but alas, just slightly too large. That would be useful though, a little tiny funnel. I'm going to zoom in more. Zoom in more. Enhance. Ah! My workspace is such a mess. I'm knocking things over here. I know, it was really close. Okay, let's add some gold glitter, a little bit more than last time because it just needs a little bit more. In the thing, please, hand, not on the table. There we go, there's some gold of that kind, and we'll do some of this like warmer gold color. I like this warmer gold color. I think I got it as like a freebie. Pretty sure I got this gold as a freebie when I got some other stuff. Yeah, glitter hippo. And I'm sure you'll be able to see in this video the mess, absolute mess that I'm making on this table here. Just a second, I'm gonna put this over here. Can you still see? Yes, you can see, barely. I'm adding like a bunch more glitter this time. Maybe not that much of the red, but I'm also apparently spilling a bunch more glitter this time. There's a reason my workspace looks like this, and it's that resin is a mess. Now I have glitter everywhere though. Okay, let me clean that off a little bit. There's glitter everywhere. We're gonna make my workspace sparkly, I guess. I guess we're gonna make me sparkly too. All right. So here's the, you can't see the orange now. There's all of our stuff in there. All right, I'm gonna do the same with the liquid again. Why not work on a silicone mat? I could, because it's one more thing to clean. Oh man. That's probably really it. I have used a silicone mat in the past. Honestly, part of it is because the silicone mats that I have are, like, they're not white, and so it makes it hard to see things on them. To be fair, this is, things do peel off of this. I could peel some of this stuff off. There's a, but, it's just, this is like the back of a giant sticker. That's what this is. So I'm going to try and mix things up a little bit earlier this time before I get all of the liquid in. Because I don't want to get all of the liquid in. I want to get it so that hopefully I can get all that stuff to start dispersing into the liquid, because it just wants to hang out on top. I just want you to go down into the liquid. Please, glitter, please. Work with me here. It's all kind of hanging out on top due to the surface tension. Alright, come on. You can do it. I think this will be good. I think this will work well. Time to make some dice with waste resin flakes. Oh man. I will show you how much. I have so much resin waste. I have some in a bin. Actually, I have some in a couple of bins underneath this table, because I've been doing this for a couple of years. So I have. Oh man, I'll show you after I get this liquid core made. And I do want to do something with it. I'm not quite sure what yet. I was thinking of trying to make a video of that too, of just using all of the resin scrap that I have, because I've got a lot of it. Okay, things are starting to, oh yeah, I think this is a winner. As long as I can get all of the stuff to disperse, I think this is going to be a winner. I think this will be good. Some of the glitter might get caught in the resin and end up at one end, but that's okay. It'll just be extra glittery on that side. It was kind of hard to see if you're still, it was kind of hard to see in the image. It looked like it was darker on one side and lighter on the other side, the dye that you sent me a photo of, Ashley. I'm not sure, it was hard to tell if it was like a really light gray all throughout and then it just looked darker on the other side because it was like kind of thicker there, or if it was lighter at one end. Okay, let me clean this off. Oh, okay, so it was all the same color. It was the same color throughout. It's kind of a lighter gray color. Okay. I think honestly we're not going to need to do a very dark gray. It's going to look a little bit, actually no, it's going to be fairly thin. I need to think on how dark that's going to be. So if I was doing like a whole dye, so if I was doing just, you know, a D20 just purely resin, if I did a pretty light gray, it would still look really dark because there's a lot of it, you know, stacked on top of itself. Whereas with this, we're going to have this on the inside, the sphere here. So there's not actually going to be a lot of gray in front of it. So I think I can go a little bit darker than I would if I was just doing a full dye in the gray. But I just don't want to go too dark and obfuscate everything. Okay. Yeah, we're going to have some glitter kind of stuck to this end, but I think it'll end up being alright. Yeah, it'll be translucent. I decided to go with this black because I have 3 different translucent blacks. One's a little bit more blue, one's a little bit more purple, and this one's a little bit warmer toned. I remember you saying that the one that you had was kind of bluish and you wanted to steer away from that, so I went for the one that was a little bit warmer toned. So we're going to do that one. But first, we got to get the liquid core to work. So we're going to let that cook a couple of times, actually. That is a mess. And do that twice. Okay, we could probably start putting some stuff into our other containers. I think that's going to be a winner, so I'm just going to set this liquid off to the side somewhere where I'm not going to knock it over. I don't want to knock that over. We've got our mold for that. Cool. Oh, I do need a little mixing cup though. All right, so what else do we have? Some of the things over here I'm going to do inks in them to get the colors that I want. So I'll do that once I actually have the resin poured, but let's start putting some stuff into these little containers. If you're just joining or something like that, I'm just making a bunch of miscellaneous dice. All right, let me see how this feels. Is this liquidy anywhere? Oh, somehow I got that on there like really nice. Might need to do a little touch up along the side, but all right. What do I use as mold housing? Do you mean like what do I use to make my molds? Like when I'm making molds? Or do you mean like what are my molds made out of? Okay, just a second. All this glitter is still not wanting to disperse all that well. So the glitter's still a little bit, still trying to get in there, but you can kind of see the glitter there. It still needs to disperse a little bit, but it's slowly working its way out. Oh, I used Legos. I'll show you. Let me set some things away. Let me set this out of the way. Yeah, I think it'll probably settle. It'll work its way in. There's a lot of glitter. It's hard to show on the bottom. Let me see if I can. There's like there's just a lot of glitter in there. You can see a whole bunch on the bottom there too. So it's trying to get all in there. It's trying its darndest. But yeah, I think it should work its way in. It's just kind of caught up at the moment. How's this looking? Is this all? Yeah, that seems to be a good liquid core. Cool. Let me set that off to the side. Getting those out of the way. But yeah, here's one that's in the process. I use Legos. I like them because I can make them any size that I want. So yeah, I use Legos and then packing tape for the bottom. Because then I don't end up with, a whole bunch of stuff. I can stick things straight to the packing tape and I don't end up with any sort of gap. Which might work for me. Raymond, you mentioned resin. You mentioned resin scrap. Here's one container that I have. It's overflowing. I need to do something with it. Here's one container. The other containers that I have are smaller, to be fair. I've got this container too. This container too. And then I have another one of these smaller containers that has some of it sorted by color. Oh gosh. And there's a ton more on the floor underneath my desk that has fallen out of this container. Just a second. So yeah, I'm thinking I should do some sort of video where I try to try to use that stuff, recycle it back into some things. I've used some in dice before where I've like ground it up. Did I some of that over here? Where is that? I have stuff everywhere. Where did I put those? But I've ground some of it up before in like a blender. Not one that I use for food, one that I use for crafts. But I've kind of blended some of it up before in like a blender. I made little tiny chips and put that into dice before. Oh, wait, I have an example here. That's what's in this D20. That's what's in this D20. It's some resin scrap. So those are little chips of recycled resin. Okay, anyways, moving on. Pretty good in where? Huh? Looks good where? In the die, or? I've had some fun doing recycled dice. It's just, you know, more work because I have to actually plan things. Like today, I'm like, I'm not planning anything. I'm not planning any of these dice. We're just gonna, well, I'm planning, I have the commissions planned, obviously. But all the miscellaneous ones, I'm just like, I'm just gonna try things, see how it works. So mix some colors together. Hopefully it's pretty. Also, hello, Dana. I'm making a bunch of random dice. Oh, you think alcohol would be fine, but you don't think playing cards would. What? I could ship alcohol, but I can't ship playing cards? Why can't I ship playing cards? That's your problem. Lots of ideas, then when you get to making, you get distracted and do random stuff. Yeah, it's so much easier to just, like, sit down and start making stuff than it is to actually, like, plan everything out with multiple steps. The more steps there are, the less, like, the more work it is. Which is part of the reason, like, my complex dice are expensive. Because once you start adding a whole bunch of steps, things start taking a lot more time. Yeah, I'll take a look. I'll take a look. That just sounds so strange, though. I don't know. The radio station that I was listening to today for some reason has some sort of like Fleetwood Mac thing going on. I don't know why. So now I just have a bunch of their songs stuck in my head. Which I'm not complaining about. I like Fleetwood Mac, but I'm just going to have things stuck in my head forever. I should pull out my other tweezers. There we go. I'm not going to make very much of each of these. So we'll just try to set those in. Some laws are weird, I know. Doing a custom set with skulls at the moment. Dip them all in silver on cocktail sticks. Your friend says it looks like a Terminator graveyard. Wow. Wow. Should I do... These are... I'm trying to think of the, let's see, the keyboard keys. Higher faces the top. I might make a couple of keyboard keys too. I'm just working on all sorts of stuff today. Let's see here. Where did I put those thingamajiggers? Where are those thingamajiggers? Maybe I won't work on keycaps today. I had a couple that I wanted to make, but I don't know where the inclusion things that I wanted. Oh, here they are. They're hiding from me. They're back behind something else. Oh, I should look and see. I finally ordered a thing to be able to make space bars. Because the thing that I used to make my keycap molds just didn't have, it didn't work with space bars. It just worked with this size. So I finally went and ordered from the same place that I got the thing to make these molds, the stuff to make space bars, which will be good. I'm so excited. I've been wanting to make space bars, and people have been asking me about space bars. But I need to check and see where that's at, because I ordered it a little while ago. I'm not too worried about it, but I'd just like to know when it's supposed to get here. Maybe for the next convention I do next year. Yeah, I'm doing my first convention on Saturday, so I'm not streaming next weekend because I'll be at a convention. I'm still not quite sure how, I'm still debating vlogging it, but I'm still not quite sure how I'll want to do that. I think I've used, okay, I think this is the size we're going with. Okay. But, there we go. Got those ready to go. And I'm like, I'm debating vlogging it because it's my first ever convention, but I'm not quite sure how. Does anybody here have any suggestions for how to vlog? Because it's like I kind of want to document it, but I'm not quite sure what I should film, I guess. I feel like I should film everything, but I guess maybe I don't know. I probably don't even need to like talk about what I'm doing. I can always do that later. I should probably just film as things are happening, and then I can figure out a narrative for it later. I'm probably overthinking it as always. That would be my normal thing I do. Just overthinking it. I think it'll settle. Sorry, I was looking at the glitter that's still kind of stuck in there. All right, let's see here. What do we have to do? We've got our two commissions that are going to be, we're going to be making the color with some, yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking, is just film it and enjoy it and then worry about some sort of narrative or something later. That's probably going to be the best idea. Oh, I was also thinking of filming a video of like my income, which I don't know, I feel a little bit weird about it because like it's just kind of taboo, I guess, to talk about money. But I feel like also I've watched at least one other artist who's just done a video of here's how much I made this month broken down into how I made it, and I found it fascinating. So like, you know, how much is made with commissions versus in person versus you know, online. I find it so interesting. I'm like, maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do that. I think I'm at a point where I could do that too. Okay. Do we have everything? think we have everything. I think this is everything. Let me just double checking everything here. Should I do this? I'm trying to get, I'll just do this, yeah, that's fine. We'll do this one too. Lots of people doing Cricut and 3D printers do it, so yes, do it. Would be interesting. Okay. I think I'll probably try and film that on Tuesday and get it up this week or something then. I don't think that'll be super hard to, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't think it'll be super hard to edit that one. It's just going to be a quick video of here's how much I made by what source. So I think I could probably do that and then release it on Thursday or something. Okay. Let's see if I get to these ones. I don't need to do those ones, but do I have everything? I think I have everything. Where's my white? Oh, it's over here. Okay. Okay. I think I have everything. I'm just trying to make sure before I start pouring resin that I have everything set up where it needs to be. But I think we're ready to pour resin. I always feel like I'm forgetting something, so it's hard for me to know if I'm actually forgetting something. Let's see, just got into the hobby. You're currently trying to make, cloud dice for a couple of places. Oh, that's awesome. That was the first thing I kind of did when I started making dice, was made it for like some friends and some D&D buddies and stuff. Made and sold on Etsy and the fees involved. Oh, I guess I could probably talk about fees and things too, but yeah, probably do gross instead of net. Oh, that's great. Cloud dice are so much fun to make. I should make more cloud dice. Those are fun. They always turn out so pretty. They always turn out so pretty. I guess we could do something. If we have enough resin, maybe I'll try doing some sort of cloud dice. I'm doing just a bunch of miscellaneous dice today. All different. We're trying things. I almost didn't get dice masters made when I first started making dice. That seems unrelated, but it's just like I'm just making them for friends and family. I don't need to get, you know, my own masters made. They're expensive. I'm not planning on selling them. And you can see where I'm at now. Yeah, that's to be fair. The cloud dice that I'm thinking of are always kind of more nebula-like too. But I don't know, they're just so pretty. Alright, things are gonna get a little bit muffled for the rest of the stream, because I'm gonna sound like this. I'm gonna try and talk loud and maybe not clearly. I don't know that I talk clearly normally. But I'll try to be as understandable as I can be. My problem is now that my eyesight has gotten so bad that I'm having trouble reading chat from this distance. I need to be like here. Hello, chat. Oh boy. I need to get my eyes checked out. Ow. Alright. It's time to pour some resin. I say this every time, but I'm going to be going quiet for a minute here because I cannot pour resin and talk at the same time. Otherwise, we will have a mess. We will have a mess. So, I'll be right back. Film this for the commission. Yeah, my eyesight's gotten worse. I've noticed it for a while, though. Okay. I was going to go get my eyes checked out in September, and then I
Just like, I'll explain things in a second. 40. All right. So part of the reason that I put off making a video on my income is because my income has changed enough. It's like it's been changing and stuff, and so I wasn't sure whether how things would line up with the insurance that I was on, because I was on state insurance. So finally I went and got insurance figured out because I've started making more now that I have a part-time job alongside this. And so I'm not as worried about like getting in trouble for like tax fraud or something just because my income was changing. But no, I was gonna go see the eye doctor, the optometrist, in September, and then found out that they didn't take my state insurance. But then I've gotten updated insurance at the first of October. So I should be covered now because I wasn't covered before. So now I'm going to be going in December to go get my eyes checked out. It's been like a couple of years because I haven't really gone since the quarantine started. So I need to get my eyes checked out. I can tell that my eyes have gotten worse. I'll be driving somewhere and I have my glasses on. I'm like, I can't read any of these street signs. I'm sure people are so happy I'm on the road right now. Actually, let me get this. Don't have to worry about that unless you make $12K a year. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm finally over the threshold. Yeah, things have picked up a little bit. So like I said, I got the part-time job and been working 20 hours a week. But also, I think the shop stuff has picked up a little bit just because I've been doing in-person stuff more. Glasses are so expensive from the eye doctor. You think you paid about $300 for just your main glasses? Oh man. I need to go and look at my new policy because I think it'll cover some stuff for frames. But I gotta be able to see. It's so useful. But yeah, I remember glasses being expensive. To be fair, part of the nice thing, I suppose, is that now that I'm making a little bit more, I'm not as worried about unexpected expenses like that too. So that's always good. Zenny, they're pretty cheap. Okay. All right. Glad to be in UK when it comes to that stuff. Yeah, it'd be nice if America cared about people's health and stuff and wanted to prevent people from dying. But it's America. Who cares about that stuff here? Okay. Alright, it's getting close. So I'm just mixing this until I don't have any streaks in it at all. Because if there's any streaks, that means that part A and part B are sitting next to each other and aren't mixed together. I need to find time to do some more filming. I have some more complicated video ideas, but I just need to find time to do them. Still have to paper glasses, but not that bad unless you want designer ones. Fair. Yeah, I do think that there's a lot of frame options out there. There's some inexpensive frame options. I think also my vision insurance will cover some of the some of the expense of the frames. But I need to go check and make sure that like the eye doctor I want to go to is in network and whatever. I need to go check if the thing that I sent to, oh man, I've got all sorts of insurance stuff to figure out. I think we're on the right path, but I still have to figure some things out. But the thing is, I'm not worried about sharing my income, because I'm worried about getting hit by the IRS for tax fraud or whatever. Which I haven't been committing fraud. I just want to put that out there. But like it didn't match up with the amount that I had made previously. So it might have looked like it. Okay, I think we're doing pretty good here. Let me just let's try to see if there's any streaks in here. Let me just scrape the sides and the bottom one more time. Even the Joker doesn't mess with the IRS. Probably wise. Probably wise. Alright. Alright, I think we're looking good. Actually, let me film. I'm gonna welcome to film and thinking things. I'm gonna pretend to be done now. I mean, I'm totally finishing mixing it now. Now it's done. It wasn't 3 seconds ago before I started filming. Okay. I love seeing behind the scenes stuff for like film and things. I've done some of it. Oh man. I have done some like film things. I did a commercial a while ago, and I still have people that are just like, "Are you in a commercial?" And I'm like, "Yes. Yes, I was in a commercial." All right. Let me put the stuff into the cups for the commissions first, just so that I can get that filmed. I do want to split stuff up. I don't think I'll need very much for that. Oh, let's see. You're still trying and failing to film? You should! Come join me! I'll be honest, the filming's not too bad. It's the editing that takes forever. Like my advice for filming anything. Oh, you started posting reels on Instagram. That's a step. My advice if you want to start a YouTube channel is just to film things that you're doing anyways. That's something I've sort of realized over time. Any films I'm a fan of. It's kind of funny because I am so like film illiterate. It's been a running joke before with my friends that if there's a movie I probably haven't seen it. Which is funny because like I think film and stuff is fun. Like I did a couple of short films for film festival before and stuff, but like I'm so bad about actually sitting down and watching a movie. I end up watching a lot more YouTube, to be honest. I've been super into Minecraft lately, so I've been watching a lot of Minecraft YouTubers. I'm trying to decide, so I have kind of 3 themes that I want to make dice based on. Same. I have kind of 3 themes that I want to make dice based on, and I haven't decided yet which one I want to do. So the thing is, a couple of them are a bit more niche. One of them is very generic. One of them is just Minecraft again. I've done Minecraft dice before, but I know that they were popular. They're fun to make. I'm sure that people on YouTube would be so down to watch videos of Minecraft dice being made. So it's a little bit of a marketing ploy. But I have done it before. And then the other 2 that I'm thinking of that I want to do at some point is Empire's SMP Season 2. because I did dice for season 1, and that was fun, and everything has such strong aesthetics that it'd be really fun. Or Draw Detectives, which is a different YouTube series. But that one's probably even more... Do I watch Scott? I haven't kept up to date with Scott, but I do want to make a set of dice based on his Kingdom from Empires with all the colors. Just a second here. And we'll leave that clear in there. There we go. I'd love to see Minecraft dice. You want to make a set with Pokemon inside and possibly some Witcher themed sets? That'd be cool. That'd be cool. Do it. I've done Minecraft dice before. I guess maybe that was before you kind of joined the Discord and stuff. But I've done Minecraft dice before, and they were very popular. And so that's part of the reason I'm tempted to do it again, is because it's funny. I keep ending up having Minecraft people reach out to me, which sounds weird, but I need to learn to embrace enjoying things, which maybe sounds weird, but it's had such a resurgence. I mean, I only started playing it in 2020. It's funny because I remember Minecraft before it had pistons, but also I only started playing it in 2020. But my brother has played it since like beta. Let's see here. Got some star sticks. Oh, he did some actual ones. Yeah, maybe I'll maybe I'll have to make some for videos. I do think I have kind of an idea to make the process a little bit easier for myself, because I spent a lot of time on the last ones, because I hand painted everything. And painted a whole bunch of blanks. Which meant that things took forever. Where did I just set the... Here's the white. So I have an idea to maybe streamline that a little bit. So that it doesn't take me, you know, an hour per die. Alright, let's set these off to the side for now. Let me do the 2 commissioned ones first, I think, just to get the camera and stuff out of the way. You might ask me more about Empire's SMP in the DMs. That's cool. That's cool. Alright, let's do... Yeah, I've been... Oh. I'll just have to design a set cool enough again to have one of the folks from it to buy a set again. Alright, let's see here. I have written myself a recipe for this. We'll see how close it looks. So let's see, 1 drop of tangerine. Bloop. 6 drops of white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You may add more. My problem is that it's been too dark lately. 2 drops of the lemon yellow. No, mango yellow. Bloop. Bloop. And 1 drop of purple. And we'll see how that looks. And if it's way too warm, we'll add a drop of the blue, but I don't think it will be. Bloop. And we'll mix that up and see how it looks. Oh, this might be good. This might be good. I'm trying to go for like a caramel. Have I watched Gem? I haven't watched Gem. So if I do the Empire's dice, I will go through and watch everybody, at least a few videos from everybody. That's what I did last time. But I've not kept up to date with everybody on Empire's season 2 so far. I think let's see, who have I mostly been watching? I've mostly been watching, I think, Jimmy and Joel. And Pixel Riffs. Those are the 3 that I've really been watching, I think. Ooh, this is looking much better. Yeah, this is a good caramel color. I hope it doesn't... My concern is that it's going to be darker, though, when it cures. You need to make some Mass Effect chunks for your Destiny clan. 2 of them are massive Mass Effect geeks, so you're 3D printing mini Normandy's the ship. And Reapers and Citadel and hand painting them. Ooh, that'd be cool. I'd like her theme. I know that she had... Oh, and Sausage. I've been watching Sausage, too. I know that she has, like, butterfly wings, so I feel like there's something cool we could do there. Yeah, that'll be... I think this will be good. If it's actually this color and it doesn't get darker. I'm worried that it's going to get darker. But I think that's really good. I think it's a good color. Okay. There we go. Let's pour. What's that little black spot? I don't want a little black spot. Get out of there, little black spot. Okay. Let's pour that in. That's a good caramel color. If it stays this color, I think that's going to be perfect. Like I said, I'm just worried that I'm worried it's going to get darker as it cures. If it doesn't, this will be great. Yay! Cool. I've been trying to get that color to be correct for so long. Okay, cool. We've got that poured. So now we got to do. Now we got to do the other. We'll do the other commission. Do I want a full drop of black in here? So this is. I don't know. I'm going to do this a little bit at a time. I don't know that we want a full drop. Yeah, I don't usually, yeah, perfect. Yeah, the goal is literally to make a color that looks like a Werther's original. So I'm really hoping that doesn't change at all, because that's such a good color. I'm so worried that it's going to get darker, though. Because I do know that, like, the purple sometimes changes a little bit once it cures. I might have to use a different purple. It's not going to change. Oops. I just realized I was not filming that. I think I can make it a little bit darker anyway, so I'll add a little bit more of the black to make it. Let's see here. Perfect color for that. I know, I really hope it doesn't change at all. Yeah, I think we can go a little bit darker than that. It looks darker on camera, actually. It's not actually that dark in real life. But I don't want to go too dark. Yeah, it's funny. I don't really get the urge to eat dice either, but it's just fun to mess with Omar in the Discord about it. Let me get this all mixed up so we can see how it's gonna look. Yeah, I think that'll be good. We want something a little bit darker, so I think this is gonna be a good color, but we'll find out. All right. Yeah, I'm not necessarily up to date, but it has such a strong and varied aesthetics. Okay, I'm gonna block things a little bit because put this over here actually. I'm gonna block things a little bit because I want to be able to see. I want the camera to have a good angle. They all seem to want to eat them, I know. I mean, I like to joke that I want to eat them just because, but that's just because it annoys one of my mods. Alright, let's put this in here. Ooh, I think this might be good. If you're still here, by the way, the person that's getting this, I will send photos of it when I get it unmolded, which will probably be, I'll probably try and get it unmolded tomorrow. So sometime after now, but tomorrow, hopefully. And I'll send photos over so we can decide if it's what you want. I'm gonna really block you guys for a second. I want to get a bunch of varied shots. It just makes it better when I'm like trying to set things to music later if I have like a bunch of different shots that I can cut between. I found that it just looks nice. Okay, I think that'll be good because I can still see the orange and stuff through there, but it's just a little bit kind of dark gray. Cool. Perfect. We can get this out of the way. I'll film putting the lids on, but we don't have to get to that for a minute. We'll let these sit for a while, let any air bubbles that there might be travel to the surface. So I can set this off to the side. Yep, there's some air bubbles traveling to the surface for sure. Alright, let's start mixing everything else up. So these are just all kind of random colors and things that I decided to do. I grabbed a bunch of molds. Bunch of random molds. We're just gonna put resin in the molds. We're gonna try we'll try different things. If anybody has any suggestions for things they want me to try, or different color combinations and things, or do a dirty pour, do a barrel roll. I'll try them out. We'll see how it goes. But for now, I'm just mixing up a bunch of random colors. Ooh, I like this color combo. I was like, I don't know if this is going to be a good color combo or not, but here, I'll show you. I did one of the multi-chrome flakes that goes all the way from like green to yellow to pink. And then I added a little bit of like copper foil in there. I think it really... It never wants to focus where I want it to focus. There we go. I think it really works. It's kind of hard to see all those colors. Never say no to a dirty pour. I know, I'm like... I like doing dirty pours, so I'm like, I could do a dirty pour. We'll see what colors I have like left at the end, and then I'll do a dirty pour with them, I think. Since I could do dirty pours work well when the resin's a little bit thicker anyways. I do think that's going to be my next tutorial video, by the way, is dirty pours. Dirty pours are like my go-to. Like when in doubt, I'll do a dirty pour of some sort. They're just fun. They're just fun to do. And if anybody here doesn't know what a dirty pour is, that's where you put all of the different colors into the same cup and then pour that into the mold, and you get like cool swirls and stuff. Alright, all random colors. I'm going to need to add more white, I think. Now, I probably should have mixed these a little bit earlier. I think the the colors kind of sat on the top a little bit. Where did I set? Here's the light. We'll add bloop, bloop, bloop. We're gonna add like 5 drops of white to each one. I want like a nice, more pale and opaque white, or pale and opaque white, pale and opaque pink. Oh my gosh, I cannot talk. Pale and opaque pink. There we go. That's hard to say. Try saying that 5 times fast. Pale and opaque pink. I found a new tongue twister. My last accidentally made watermelon dice unintentionally. Oh yeah, I've run into that. If you yeah. Sometimes that happens to me too, where everything just kind of one color just ends up in a big glob on one side. Yeah. It's usually like towards the beginning of what I'm doing pouring things. But no, I really enjoy dirty pours, so I think I kind of want to, I want to do, I think, the next tutorial video on them, because I feel like that's something that I know how to do. It sounds weird, it's just like, I feel like there's some techniques that aren't my thing as much, so I don't necessarily feel like the expert to tell you how to do them. Of course, I feel like I'm not an expert telling you how to do things anyways. But I do feel like I've got some of this stuff down now. Like, I kind of know what I'm doing. Which is a nice feeling. I feel like, there's very few things in the world that I feel like I actually am good at. But I feel like after 2 years of doing this, I actually feel like I'm pretty good at making dice. Which is nice. Alright. Orange. That's like a good, like, creamsicle orange color. You know what? Now I want a creamsicle. That sounds good. Anybody want to bring me a popsicle? A creamsicle? That was always my dad's favorite, like, ice cream thing growing up, was creamsicles. We had a cat named Creamsicle, too. He got old, though. Alright. Ooh, this is a very bright yellow, which I guess actually is kind of good. I'm going to go a little bit more pastel-y. I don't know. I might add some more yellow to this, or add some more white to this yellow. But we'll get everything else mixed first, because I have something that I think I want to use that yellow in before I make it super pastel-y. So I debuted them at my last in-person art walk thing, but for the convention that I have coming up, I've been working on making D&D class themed keychains. Keep it on the food theme. Oh yeah, it honestly kind of looks like that stereotypical like egg yolk color. It's like that kind of yellow. Yeah, I've moved on from the food theme now. Like I said, I'm now trying to decide between Minecraft, Empire's SMP, which I guess is also Minecraft, but not like Minecraft themed. I do it based on all the different empires of the people in there, or Drawtectives, which is definitely more niche. It would be like 6 sets though. It's such a fun series. If anybody hasn't watched that, it's on YouTube. It's like a group of artists that are playing kind of like D&D, but it's not really D&D. It's kind of their own little role-playing game, but it's very fun and cute. And lots of good art in it, because it's drawing based. Basically, one person has drawn a whole bunch of like characters and stuff, and made this whole world that the other people are playing characters in, and then they have to draw things to actually get clues. It is a very linear storyline. Like it definitely has a kind of set storyline to it, but like that's fine. Yeah, it's really fun. But the character designs would be really fun. The characters and that would be really fun to make dice based on. Because again, some strong aesthetics. That's the fun thing. It's just some strong aesthetics. But yeah, I gotta decide. I can't decide whether you should live or die. Purple! Purple. Yeah, that's a good pastel purple. It's very light though, it feels like. This purple feels very light. I don't know how light I want to go with these. I want everything to be kind of the same, you know, sort of lightness. Like, these two feel kind of different. These two feel kind of different. So I might need to go back and change some of the ratios of the color to the white. Ooh, this is making like a very bright pink. So yeah, I might need to add some more white and stuff to a couple of these. Add some more purple to that purple one. Pretty pink color though. Okay, so the pink and the yellow I actually want to keep bright for the moment because I want to add these to these. So these are some of the what was I talking about? Keychains that I was making, and I've filled them up like halfway already with one color, and now I want to fill them up the rest of the way with some pink and some yellow, and I'm gonna try and do different. So we'll do these two yellow. We'll do, oops, oh no. Not all the yellow. I don't want to use all of the yellow. I want to leave some of this for doing dice with. Okay. And then we'll do pink in the other three. But yeah, trying to just, yeah, I mean, I feel like I don't want to sound like I'm like selling out or anything, but I do feel like it would be, I'd get the most views on YouTube if I did just Minecraft dice. Although I am realizing that I feel like I've never liked to share things that I'm interested in, just because like it's just like no one can know the things that I enjoy. I feel like I've gotten better at that, just talking about things that I enjoy. But I feel like no matter which one I pick, there's going to be someone that just enjoys me making something that I enjoy. You know what I mean? So I feel like I could choose any of them. It'd be fine. There we go. We've got those. Now let's add some more white to a couple of these. I'm going to add another drop of purple to this one because it's so light, but I want to add a couple more drops of the white as well. Because I want to get everything, I think, to kind of the same opacity as well. The blue's a little bit more opaque because I added more white to it. Let me get everything over here. So I obviously now have less of the yellow. One of your reels took off the other day and you have no idea why, so you get it. Yeah, that's true. Figuring out what people want to see drives traffic. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what I'm saying, like, I'm pretty sure that if I did Minecraft, people would watch it because it's Minecraft. Maybe not. Maybe not. I feel like there's a lot of overlap between Minecraft and D&D, but yeah, a lot of the time I'm like, I don't know what people want. I cannot figure out why people like certain things. There's definitely sets of dice where I'm just like, oh, these are okay. They didn't quite turn out how I wanted them to. And then, I don't say that, but I post a photo or a video of them, and everyone's just like, I love these. I'm like, all right, great. Perfect. Sometimes it just feels a little bit random what people like. It's because everyone's got different tastes and stuff. It's like, all right, I guess I'm not in the majority on this one. That's fine. But no, I have noticed that my tutorial videos do the best on YouTube. I've noticed that trend. We'll see how the commission one does. You feel extremely random. I know, yeah. There we go. We got a green. There is something liberating about it feeling a little bit random, though. It does mean that I am less concerned with trying to do something that I think everyone will like, which maybe sounds weird, but if it's all just going to be a little bit random anyways, I might as well just make things that I enjoy, and then, other people can come along for the ride, which is kind of what the plan is anyways. Like, I want that to be my mindset when it comes to making things to a certain extent. I don't mind making things because I think people will enjoy them, of course. Is there a big gap for dice content? I wonder why people stop posting. Just because it's a lot of work to maintain to like make videos? I don't know. I've been enjoying it though. I've been enjoying making videos. All right, we've got our. Let's make something rainbowy. I want to use my rainbowy stuff. Let's do a D6. And we'll start with the purple. Good. Really? Are we really? Like, I know about Ribinator, obviously. I watched Ribinator's videos when I was figuring out how to make dice. I feel like that's, the place to go for dice tutorials. At least it has been for a while. They decided they didn't want to give away their secrets? I don't know. I don't think of things as, someone can copy my designs if they want to. Which maybe sounds weird, but like, even if you're copying my designs, they're still going to be different. Like, no two people are going to make the same set of dice the same way. Oh yeah, I did too. I definitely discovered dice and dice making during COVID. It was, yeah. This was one of those things where I I guess I haven't told you guys my life story in a while, so lots of people haven't heard it. I I had an office job, so I was working full time and going to school part time. And then in 2019, I decided I just couldn't do both at the same time anymore. I couldn't get the schedules to line up. I was burnt out because I had no time for hobbies. So I went and quit my full time job and went back for the one semester that I needed of school to finish my degree. And then I graduated in May of 2020, which was right after the pandemic started. That's when I graduated. So things were a little bit wonky at that point. I was like, I'm okay for a little while. You know, I have some savings from the full-time job. I don't know if I should go back to work right now. That seems it seems very unwise both to not work and to work at the moment. So I kind of went and took a little bit of a break. Did some other stuff, and this was one of them. Yeah, they never looked this. I know, exactly. I want to do I need to figure out. I want to do a video with a couple of other dice maker friends that I have, where we all take the same prompt or something, and then all go and make our own dice. Good old Catch 2020 situation, really. Hey! Yeah, very much a Catch 22. But it obviously worked out all right for me. But anyways, I kind of started this up because of the quarantine and stuff. But I quickly realized that I wasn't making enough to support myself. It wasn't even that. It was that Scrapper's one of those friends. It's not even that I wasn't making enough. It's that I realized I couldn't make enough to support myself. I realized that I was not making enough dice per month to pay the bills. So I'm like, okay, I gotta go back to work. I gotta go get a job, a real person job. I gotta stop putting I'm still putting like 60 hours a week into this, but I put a lot of time into this. So I went back and got a job fairly recently, but, your game, hey! We could have a whole group. But yeah, I want to do that. Maybe I'll try and get some more people in on it. But I have a couple of friends that I am thinking of for that have already agreed to it. But I need to figure out what the prompt should be, or maybe we all come up with our own individual thing and then bring them together. Like one person comes up with like a color scheme, one person comes up with a theme, and then we all come together and have to like make something with combining them all. That would be fun. I have to decide on the 3 things though to do. Let's see. Working retail damaged your spine. Ooh, that's not good. Went back to school, got your dream job. Then Brexit happened and company you work for pulled out of. Oh, that sounds terrible. No good. Why? You're welcome to use any of those noises as your ringtone, just, you know. But no, that sucks. But no, I really enjoyed the dice stuff. I really enjoyed working for myself, quite honestly. And I feel like I've gotten pretty good at making the dice. Even if I still make a mess, I feel like I've gotten pretty good at making the dice. Oh, my throat is so dry all of a sudden. So my concern with making this rainbow D20 is that I will like it too much and I won't want to put it into the bin of dice. Oh yeah, the geode wall art thing. Yeah. It just snowballed. Sounds like it just snowballed. finish it off with this pink. Little did they know what they had started. I mean, yeah, that, red. We'll do this on this side. I like how you phrased that a bit like it's a villain origin story. I guess maybe it is. Actually, I think I want to do... It could be. Try that in there, and then we'll do some of this. So I really like that effect with the D20 from before. Woo, that's too much clear, too much clear. That's fine, all right. Yeah, it's a small one. It's a small convention. I'm going to Lake City Comic-Con. It's in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. So if you're over near there, feel free to come say hi. But yeah, it's going to be my first ever... I've been to Emerald City Comic-Con before. I'm in the Pacific Northwest, if you couldn't tell. I've been to Emerald City Comic-Con before, just like as a attendee. But this will be my first con as... as a vendor. So I'm excited. I'm nervous. But I think it'll be fun. But that's part of the reason I'm trying to get these made, is I wanted to get some more just miscellaneous dice for my raw dice bin. Because I figured that could be fun at the convention. Let's see, I've got that. I've got this. I did sign up for a slightly larger convention, not a huge convention, but a slightly larger convention next year too. It's run by the same people that are putting on this one. So this one, it looks like it's had about 1,000, 2,000 attendees. Not a huge convention at all. And then the larger one done by the same people has about like 8,000-ish. So we'll see how this one goes, and then hopefully it goes well. I'm dragging my brother along with me. He doesn't have a choice. I mean, he does have a choice, but I'm dragging my brother along with me, so I'm not going alone too. That'll be good. I think I'm just going to do maybe like the warm tones in this one. I'm going to do some warm tones. That would be nice. Yeah, I need to, it's funny. So I've been doing some monthly art walks. It's not happening this month because it's the same time as the convention, but I've been doing a thing. Oh! Yeah, no, I plan to be at the art walks. I won't be at the one, obviously, next weekend because I'm going to be at the convention, but no, I plan to do it through the rest of the year. If it's all possible. What did you get from me? Maybe I remember you. You just look like a penguin to me, so I don't know who you are. That is good timing. It is. D8. Put some of the blue in there. Oh, okay, cool. Man. This could be any number of people. Actually, wait, how many necklaces? I didn't sell a ton of necklaces, did I? I'm trying to remember. One thing you will learn is that I do have a terrible memory. Maybe you won't learn if you also have a terrible memory. I really have a bad memory. It was a long shot that I would remember. But no, I do plan to be back in November. I've been enjoying the art walks. They've been going really well for me, so I'm excited to be back. Back in the saddle, as they say. Alright, we'll do another D6. Let's do some with some like nice cool colors. Cool colors. Man, I sure hope not. To be fair, I was like, oh gosh, I'm out in the middle of nowhere. No one is going to buy anything from me. I actually did alright. I did about comparable to the first art walk. I did really well the second art walk, but I did compare, like sales wise, monetarily, maybe not the number, but monetarily, I did about the same as the first one. Man, if I could get the second art walk, I was right next to Adventures Underground. Man, if I could get next to the comic book shop again, that'd be awesome. They were excited. I was excited. That was perfect, but they try to switch it up every month, so no one gets stuck in the alley every month. Which I think is fair. I don't know if that's an upside or a downside. It means that nobody was going to walk down there because there wasn't a lot to go and see. Plus, I like chatting with people. I want to talk to people. It was definitely quiet, though. It gave me a good chance to take a nap. Oh man, I'm so hopeful for this caramel color. I hope it turns out it's so good. I really hope it doesn't get darker. Let's do a D4. November, yeah. Yeah. Bi-monthly? No, pretty sure it's every month. It's the second Saturday of every month. Second Saturday of every month is the art walk. There's cat hair. Get out, cat hair. Go away. You're not wanted. Let's try mixing that up a little bit. That'll be pretty. Let's see here. Let's get a little bit more resin in here. I'm gonna do another D6. I feel like D6s and D20s are the most like popular kinds of dice. So we'll do some extra D6s. Starting to get a little bit thicker. I'll use some of these in a dirty pour. I can do that. Man, I've been putting off making molds. I really need to make molds as well. It's my least favorite part of making dice is the mold making. So I've just been avoiding it. I just added way too much to that. That. Let's just scrape some of this off into a D8. D6s are real popular even in other tabletop games. I remember looking into GURPS. What's GURPS? And seeing everything being D6 based and wishing they used others. Oh. Yeah, that is the nice thing. I haven't done any D6 sets in a while. I used to do like sets of D6s fairly often. I've only made 2 so far. Man, it takes some practice to get the molds down, but I don't know. I don't like making molds. I've put it off. Luckily, I have a bunch of molds, but I need to make some more at some point since I like to make multiple sets of dice at once. I need to make some more like D20 molds. I think that's the most important thing at the moment. You think you used too much Vaseline last time? The top was a bit rough. You're so scared of it sticking. I'm tempted to try using mold release instead of Vaseline. I tried it on one mold and it seemed to work fine. So I'm tempted to try it again. Because I'm like, well, if it works, might as well. I'll make a keycap too. I'm gonna make a rainbow keycap. But yeah, I think I'm going to try mold release. We'll see how it goes. I got some mold release like a long time ago and I haven't really used it. I probably should use it. Apparently it makes your molds last longer. I just am lazy and worried that I will mess it up. But for future, it'd be super cool to make spell-based sets, i.e. vial of fire-themed 8d6s. Ooh, yeah. I have thought about doing the like whole making the health potions. I could do that. I've got bottles. Actually, you know what? I've been discussing in my Discord, which there should be a link to it down in the description if you're interested in joining it. But I was discussing in the Discord moving away from the glass bottles as packaging because I just don't want them to be a safety hazard. It's like they look so good and I want something that feels expensive, but I don't want them to be a safety hazard. I don't want people to be opening boxes of shattered glass. Which usually they don't unless it's Omar, but I don't know why he's cursed. What was I saying? So I was thinking of moving to bags, but that does mean I was going to keep using the vials until I like run out. But I could instead grab some of those bottles out and make them into like health potions instead. That might be cool. Just adding things in slightly random order. Join the Dice Eaters. Don't worry, if you don't want to eat dice, one of my mods, no one else, but one of my mods will be on your side. Oh boy. I had someone on Tumblr, so I have 4 different social media sites that I post my dice to. I have a Twitter, a Facebook, an Instagram, and a Tumblr. But it was very funny. Transparent filament and resin make them for a fraction of the cost, and they're considerably more durable. I feel like it wouldn't end up looking quite as fancy. So that was my concern. It's not that like they are expensive, but I want what I'm selling to feel expensive. I want it to feel like classy, fit the vibe, but also feel like substantial. I have some bags that are supposed to arrive on Tuesday. We'll see how they look, but I'm kind of excited for those. I think they'll be good. But also the problem with the 3D printing. 3D printing is cool. The problem with it is the time that it takes. If I have, I just don't want to take the time. I'm trying to cut down on how long it takes me to do things, because that time is money. I guess in this case you can just get it going and then it runs on its own for the most part. But also I'm very lazy. I'm very lazy. I don't want to take the time to figure out how it works. I suppose I have a friend that's super into 3D printing stuff. I could probably get him. Are you saying that it would take so long, or that you've got to leave and you're saying farewell? I assume you're saying that it would take so long. Let's put the rest of the orange in here. The resin ones, at least. Oh, the resin ones at least. Oh yeah. Well, the resin, I wouldn't be able to print a bottle that probably fit all the dice with my resin printer. The build plate's so small. I really do need to figure out, I do need to try printing some masters. I've been talking about it for a while, trying to make my own Vampire the Masquerade dice. Because I'm like, my logo would work really well as one of the symbols on those. And I just haven't. I haven't taken the time to get it figured out. Deep down for a minute, missed so much. It's all good. We're talking about, I'm talking about changing my packaging, and then we were talking about 3D printing things. Already talking about all of the resin in front of me. I'm just putting things into molds. I just made a whole bunch of random colors of resin, and I know, right? You won 2 within a week of each other? Oh boy. Wait, I think let's just do a green. Actually, we'll do green and purple maybe. Do green and purple. Haven't set up your filament printer yet. It's one of those things where I'm like, I am so focused on the resin stuff, I don't want to get distracted with a new kind of art. It's like, I know that I could get way into a different kind of art if I went and started doing it. I don't have the time. I don't want to get sucked in. Just put some bubbles there. Mars 2 Pro and a Saturn S. Wow. So lucky. Let's put this in. No, let's not put. We'll put a little bit in here. The way. Let's see. Did a bit of 3D printing for your senior year of engineering school. Saved your neck more than once. Fair, fair. I think I could do these. It's a bit thick So hopefully that works its way down. Things are starting to get a little bit thick here. We're starting to get towards the end of our work time. I've been working on this with this resin for a while. Okay, but let's see here. I want to add some black in here. The resin printers are great for making the dice inclusions. Yes. The white dice won't be weighted. Yeah. I want to do dice boxes with the filament. Yeah, that'd be cool. Oh boy, yeah. No, 3D printing is one of those things that's super cool. I think part of it is just that I'm not as interested in like the tech stuff. I feel like 3D printing is more like tech based. Some people are super into like, you know, for like recording stuff, they're super into say microphones and that sort of stuff and the equipment. And I'm like, I just want something that works. I just want that part to be done so I can go do the other part that I actually want to do. Okay, so I'm just trying to get some air bubbles out because it's a little bit thick, so things are getting trapped underneath the what do you call it? The little half cabochon things. So, yeah, the keycaps, I actually put the lids on and squish them down because they have like little spots that resin can fill in from. So let's get our last couple dice made and then we'll call this good. Let's get that out of the way. No future nice to have nice packaging options and figured making it yourself would be easier. Yeah, see, yeah, that's fair. Marrow, or let's see, or I call her Marrow. In the Discord, mermaid in a fishbowl, was talking about how she makes all of her dice bags. I'm like, oh gosh, it takes so much time. That's the thing, really, is that just how much extra time does it take you, and is it worth it? Is it worth it taking that much time? Alright. Let me put this lid on real quick of these. This is the fiery D20. Got our lid on. I'll grab the tray that I'm putting these all on and show you in just a second. Get the lid on the caramel one too. Get a little bit closer. Why not? Cool. Now we're actually done with that camera for now. Can get that out of the way. Let's get our last little bit of resin. Oh, I should really, I'm gonna need to, let me think here for a second. Let me do this one, I think. So I need to figure out a keychain to go with the fiery D20. So for the D20 commissions, I'll make like a bonus keychain to go with it. If it's a full set of dice, I end up making like a extra die and stuff, but what do I usually do? An extra D6. Bonus D6. But for just the D20, I usually do like a keychain. was trying to figure out how I wanted to do that. I think I'm going to do it like half the gray color and then half clear with all the glitter in it. So we'll just fill this up with the gray color for now, and we'll do the top half, the glittery one. Alright. Actually, right here. The skulls you printed 30 in 3 hours and spent that time watching a movie. Oh, sweet! Yeah, that is the nice thing about the 3D printers is that they take some initial setup and they take time, but it's not time that you have to actively be working. It's like with the tumblers that I use for polishing. Like, obviously it takes 2 weeks or whatever for things to finish polishing, because I am anal about it, and I'm like, they must be so perfect. Any hobbies? I mean, the arts are kind of always been my thing. I really enjoy painting. It's been a while since I've done some painting, but I really enjoy painting. I have people, like, I have a small group of friends that I have over for dinner once a week to play board games, although we're not doing it this week, just because people are busy and out of town and stuff. And I started playing Minecraft somewhat recently. I've been playing that with friends. It's been a lot of fun. Oh wait, we need to do a dirty pour. I said we would do a dirty pour. So let's do a dirty pour. I'm going to do some clear resin, I think. I'm not using that. I don't need that. So let's put some clear resin in here. It's getting very thick, which honestly will actually be good for a dirty pour. We'll do some clear resin. I'll put this in here. You put 4 cents back in after that last batch came out so glassy. Yeah, I know. I'm like, they must be perfect. No scratches at all. It's really interesting looking back. So, you know, I had like a few sets that just never sold, and I eventually took them off my shop and stuff. So I still have them. And it was interesting. I pulled them out at one point. I was looking at the finish on them, and I'm like, oh, this is not up to my standards at all. It's just interesting kind of looking back and going, oh, I feel like I am so much better at this now, but people were still buying my stuff. I guess I wasn't completely terrible at it. People were still buying things. I never meant to sell dice. That was where I was going before when I was talking about my life story or whatever. I almost didn't get masters made because I wasn't planning to sell them. And then I wasn't expecting to sell any dice. I just started making some. I was like, okay, I'll put a couple sets up in my Etsy, because I had an Etsy that I didn't really use for the little bit of soap that I was making. I was like, I'll put them up on my Etsy just to, you know, if people want them, people can have them, like, buy them. That's cool. And then I sold like 5 sets in like a week. I was like, oh, people apparently like these. But yeah, looking back, I wish the polish was a lot nicer on those. Purple, we'll just do the rest of the purple in there. We're just throwing a whole bunch of things into this cup. I think I'll do a drop of, we'll do a drop of white in there. Why not? Bloop. There's our cup with all of our stuff in it. Yeah, you know what made me feel a lot better about my dice and like minor imperfections is I went and pulled out my like Chess X dice, like my just the manufacturer dice, and looked at them. And one of the sets, I could tell that there's an interesting thing now where I can look at a set of dice and tell you whether it was made with a cap mold or a sprue mold. That's kind of a fun party trick, I guess. But I could tell where the sprue had been cut off on the set of Chess X. I think it was a set of Chess X, but manufactured dice. I could tell where the sprue had been cut off, and it had not been like polished at all. They're like, oh, they filed it down a little bit. I had never noticed it before. That made me feel a lot better about minor imperfections on my dice, because it's just like, I never noticed that before. Chances are, if there's some minor little thing with my dice, no one's gonna notice. But I do still do that, where I'm like, no, that is a tiny little scratch. No one can have this. It must be perfect. Oh, I don't know why my throat's so dry. Let's do another D8. Actually, wait, let's do a drop of... We'll do another dirty pour here. We'll just do another drop of ink. Nope. It's pouring so slowly. But yeah, I did a dice trade with a couple of dice maker friends. And I think it was kind of interesting seeing us all be our own worst critics. Because I had one of the people was always just like, oh, man, I feel like my dice just aren't as good or whatever. And we're just like, your dice are gorgeous, what are you talking about? But then we did a dice trade. And they were just like, man, I wish my dice were as good as yours. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And they pointed out all of the flaws in the set of dice that they had made me. And I went, okay. And I went and made a list of all of the flaws in the dice that I had sent them. I was like, look, these numbers are wonky. This is like, what are you talking about? Your dice are great. I would not have noticed any of the things that you pointed out to me if you had not pointed them out to me. It's kind of the same thing, I think. Like, if I make a set of dice that I don't particularly like, I don't usually tell people that. Because just because I don't like something doesn't mean someone else won't. It's funny, because I don't know that I'll be starting yours next week, because I have the convention coming up, but I do have plans to start yours. I have kind of an idea of, I think, what I want to do. Alright, I need to get get the lids on all of these and get them in the pressure pot. Yeah. I will get them done, though. It might be a little while, though. I mentioned that. Things take, like I leave things in the tumblers polishing so long. Like, I'll leave them in there for like a month, so you're probably not getting your dice for at least a month. I leave them polishing so long. Do another little dirty pour and then we'll be done. The best things take time. I mean, fair. Just a little bit of the red, and I think we can be all done. I got about 5, so maybe like a D6. I think we'll do like a D6. D6s are always good. What board games are frequent? Any Settlers of Catan? I haven't played Settlers of Catan in a while. I was telling someone at work about this the other day, because they also do board games, but our game night group doesn't tend to play a ton of like super competitive games. partially because I get too competitive. We'll play like cards and stuff. We've been playing Flying Aces a lot. We like stuff that we can play while just like chatting over it. It's really more of an excuse to get up and meet for dinner. But yeah, we've played a couple of competitive games, and it's always kind of funny because like I get way too competitive, but one of the guys in our group is so not competitive that anytime he does anything that mildly inconveniences another player, even if that's the name of the game and how you actually win the game, he's just like, I'm sorry. I'm like, dude. No, we call it off for tonight because people are busy with stuff. But that's fine. It'll give me a chance to maybe actually edit the second part of the Minecraft video. I need to figure out what I want to do for the Minecraft stuff. Like I haven't had a lot of time to do Minecraft stuff. I have time to either edit or to record when it comes to the Minecraft stuff. So I might just let that one go and just play. Got Dominion, which is a fun card game. You've never ended up getting friends to play. What is that one about? Like, how does that one go? Is it like Catan, where it's kind of like resource management type thing? Oh, another one that we played. One of our guys got recently. We played. It's for like, it's like 17 plus technically, but I don't know, I'm not too worried about it. It has a whole bunch of the little fridge magnets, and everyone grabs like a handful of those, and you get a prompt, and everybody has to like make fridge magnet, like a fridge magnet poem type thing to fit that prompt. And it's really fun because it requires you to actually like think outside the box a little bit and be like, okay, what can I use as a euphemism for, I don't know, lightning or something like that. You really have to try and like think of how you're going to word things to make it sort of understandable. It's fun. Kind of a deck builder. You start with a base hand and build a dominion of cards and use that to snowball for higher value cards. Oh, cool. That sounds like something that my brother would enjoy. You get competitive with what? Yeah. I guess I could just live stream instead of like editing. I could just live stream. That's an idea. What do you guys think of that? What if I have a whole 8 followers, it's fine. But I have a channel for games too. It's literally just Minecraft at this point because that's all I've really had time for, and I don't play a lot of games. I don't have time for hobbies. Speaking of hobbies, I'm too busy making dice. Somewhat true. Trying to get this thing to work for me. By this thing, I mean making dice and trying to make a career out of it. Do it. All right, maybe I'll bring that up. So I've started a new Skyblock with some friends. Oh, my throat is so dry. So maybe I could stream that instead of trying to edit it down into videos. And then that might give me a chance to actually work on a different Minecraft project. And maybe I could stream some other games too. Once you started working, you quickly realized, man, all I have time for is sleeping and eating. It's true. Don't look at my house. It's a mess. It's in shambles. Need to figure out the store thing. I'm happy to help you with that if you need it. I have my words of advice. You can actually ask for some advice for that in the Discord too. I know different people have done different things. I started on Etsy, which Etsy pissed me off, which is why I left, but also I'm glad that I started on Etsy, which maybe sounds like a little bit of what's the word where two things are opposed to each other? Can't think of what the word is. Paradox? Maybe that's not quite the word. Can't think of what the word is. But yeah, both started on Etsy and left Etsy because they pissed me off. But I do still think it's a good place to start because it has kind of a built-in audience there. I definitely, woo. All the while Art's Blank and Geekery. It's funny hanging out with other artists. I've found. Oh, I think it is getting. Is it getting darker? I think it's still okay. It might be getting darker. I hope not. The Etsy blood feud. Ugh. So annoying. Yeah. No. Yeah. The thing that actually pissed me off enough to leave. You hear so much bad about Etsy, and the only good thing is it has the audience. Yeah, see, that's the thing, though. It's like, how much time and effort do you want to put into building an audience? And how do you plan to do it? Like, social media is an option, but you need to actually, post regularly. You need to be keeping people engaged and stuff. About building an audience. It's partially what I'm doing here on YouTube. I have my own website now, so I gotta build my own audience. Yeah, how much time and energy are you prepared to put into building an audience of some sort? I worry that this is getting darker. I think it's the purple. I think I just need to use a different purple, maybe. Well, that was the problem. So Etsy. The reason I left, there was two reasons that I left Etsy. One of them, and the one that actually pissed me off the most, was that they will run ads for Etsy using your items, and then charge you for them for the ads if your item sells. And there's no way to opt out. If you make over a certain amount per year, there's no way to opt out of that. And I was making over a certain amount a year. So they would just use my pictures of my dice and stuff as ads for Etsy, and then if someone followed that link and bought something from me, they would charge me for the ad. If I want ads, I will do ads myself, thank you. I will choose to do that. But the other thing that kind of drove, I think, a few people off, and I know that they've raised their rates and stuff since then too, but one of the things that kind of drove some other people off was the Star Seller program, which I would have fallen under the Star Seller thing. Star Seller. Basically, it's, you respond to people within a certain amount of time, you ship things in the time frame that you say, and you have good ratings. That was basically it. But the problem was that it was going to, the way that it was set up, it would absolutely prioritize the, like you said, Chinese factories that are pretending to be handmade. Because those are the people that can respond within an hour or whatever and get things shipped immediately and all that sort of stuff. It was not set up for independent creators, I guess. What do I want to do with this? Let's put that into here. Hello, I'm just wrapping things up, ink drop. Sorry. Welcome, but also, I'm just wrapping things up and complaining about Etsy. Yeah, let me just get this last little bit of resin into some sort of container here, and then we'll call it. But yeah, so Yeah. Okay, so you're focusing on Instagram then, it sounds like. That sounds like fun. But no, yeah, the thing with that was just, it's like, oh, Etsy is very obviously not a platform that is built for independent creators, which is part of the reason I just finally left. Yeah, yeah. No, I absolutely would have fallen under the star seller. I shipped things on time. I had good ratings. Oh, I didn't put any. Oh no, that's the half and half. Like I could have been under that, but it was just like the way that it was set up. It was like, oh, obviously it's not set up for independent artists. This is not a place that I really want to be. But okay, I'm gonna wrap things up here, guys. I need to go get these into the pressure pot. Sorry that you just joined Ink Drop. I won't be streaming next weekend because I'll be at a convention, and I will let you know about the weekend after. I might have a work function that I'll have to go to. I'll have to look. I know, that's the thing. The way that it's marketed is that Etsy's a place for independent creators to sell, but they started adding and implementing things that just made it harder for individual people. I'm going to be going to Lake City Comic Con, so it's over in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. I'm excited but nervous. It's my first one as a vendor, but it should be fun. We'll see. I'll keep you guys updated. Probably, I'll try to keep you guys updated in the Discord and on Twitter for when I'm going to stream next, because it'll probably be a little bit, just because I'm busy with convention and other stuff. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. I will see you guys later. Hey, you're not. Hey, might have to come say hi. I'll see you guys later.